So in the next 30 minutes or so, I would like to round up this class. And then we will go and have a rest. Our tomorrow's class will be starting by 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Nigerian time or 4 p.m. West African time. So if you're in Ghana, that will be 3 p.m. If you're in Cameroon, if I'm not mistaken, that will also be. So in the next 30 minutes also. All right. Okay. So tomorrow's class, 4 p.m. West African time. 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 Okay. Okay. So project governance. Project governance. By the end of this section, participants will be able to define basic terms associated with project governance, develop a good governance framework, and elaborate on the role of project management office. Please kindly confirm that my screen is moving. My slides, are they moving? Y for yes and N for no. If my screen is moving, please type Y. If it is not moving, type N. All right, thank you. By introduction, project governance is the management framework within which project decisions are made. Project governance is a critical element of any project since the accountabilities and responsibilities associated with an organization's business as usual activities are laid down in the organizational governance arrangement. Seldom does an equivalent framework exist to govern the development of its capital investments as project. For instance, the organization chart provides a good indication of who in the organization is responsible for any particular operational activity for the organizational conduct. But unless an organization has specifically developed a project governance policy, no such chart is likely to exist for project development activities. Therefore, the role of project governance is to provide a decision-making framework that is logical, robust, and repeatable to govern an organization's capital investment. In this way, an organization will have a structured approach to conducting both its business as usual activities and its business change or project activities. Project governance refers to the framework, functions, and processes that guide project management activities in order to create a unique product, service, or result to meet organizational strategic and operational goals. There is no one governance framework that is effective in all organizations. A governance framework should be tailored to the organizational culture, types of projects, and the needs of the organization in order to be effective. Management elements. Management elements are the components that comprise the key functions or principles of general management in the organization. The general management elements are located within the organization according to its governance framework and the organizational structural type selected. Okay, so this is what I want us to see. This is what the whole project governance framework is all about, right? Okay. So you have the roles of project governance. The role of project governance include direction setting, assessing and designing projects, modeling and implementing projects, monitoring and optimizing resources, and optimizing project activities, right? And then providing project oversight. But the people who will do this are the project sponsor, the steering committee, the project management office, and the project manager. So all of these people joined together are the ones responsible for doing everything that is inside the project governance framework or inside the project governance. Okay, so providing direction will obviously be a function of the project sponsor. Assigning and designing and modeling and implementing, monitoring and optimizing that would definitely be under steering committee and project manager office. Project manager. Then the project management office will provide an oversight role. They will also be responsible for management of resources. Okay, so this is what if the governance framework simply looks like. Okay, you have the responsibilities and you have the people carrying out these responsibilities. Now, in the project governance framework, continued, you have the project sponsor who provides the strategic decision, a project oversight function that glues together all stakeholders. He's the project champion, he approves the project charter, the business case owner, accountable throughout the lifetime of the program, prioritization of the project within the organization. So these are the roles of the project sponsor as envisaged in this governance, right? Then you have the steering committee or the operational, they are the ones that provide the operational direction, okay? Determines how the project idea. So the steering committee and the project management office, they work hand in hand. They both provide operational direction, right? So they determine how the project goals and objectives are measured, approve the project management plan, implementation plan, and matrices. Then monitors and controls the project to ensure alignment with the charter, escalation point for any project deviations, created consistency among projects or creates consistency among project and program governance. Lessons learned, best practices are all documented in these offices. Then they provide traceability for both the project and program management governance, and then manages interdependencies. Now, these two parties, they form the supervisory board within the governance structure that is accountable for managing and addressing business issues, monitors risk, quality, and project timelines. For the project manager, who is the tactical direction person, executes the project in accordance to the governance plan, track the return on investment, establishing the project program management governance, and then manages the progress and performance of the governance plan, executes the communication plan, and manages the stakeholders based on their established expectation. So his work is to execute in accordance with objectives set by the project sponsor and steering committee, the project management office. So this we have here is the same thing that we have here. So what this has done is to further give us breakdown of what each of these people are supposed to do. All right. Now, the project management office. A project management office is an organizational structure that standardizes the project-related governance processes and facilitates the sharing of resources, methodologies, tools, and techniques. Responsibility of a PMO can range from providing project management support functions to the direct management of one or more projects. A PMO may have the authority to act as an integral stakeholder and a key decision maker throughout the life cycle or throughout the life of each project. Throughout the life of each project in order to keep it aligned with the business objectives. The PMO may make recommendations, lead knowledge transfer, terminate projects, and then take other actions as required. A primary function of a PMO is to support project managers in a variety of ways, which may include but not limited to managing shared resources across all projects administered by the PMO, identifying and developing project management methodology, best practices, and standards, coaching, mentoring, training, and oversight, monitoring compliance with project management standards, policies, procedures, and templates by means of project audits. Developing and managing project policies, procedures, templates, and other shared documentations. Example, the organizational process assets, and coordinating communication across projects. Now, types of PMO have the supportive PMO, which provides a consultative role to projects by supplying templates, best practices, training, access to information, and lessons learned from other projects. This type of PMO serves as a project repository. The degree of control provided by the PMO is low. that the degree of control to the project and to the project manager or to the project management team is low. So that means the project manager has some higher level of authority, a higher level of control over his project. Then you have the controlling PMO, which provides support and require compliance through various means. The degree of control provided by the PMO is moderate. Compliance may involve adoption of project management frameworks or methodologies, use of specific templates, forms, and tools, and conformance to governance frameworks. Then you have the other one that's called the directive. Directive PMOs take control of the project by directly managing the project. Project managers are assigned by and report to the PMO. The degree of control provided by the project management officer is high. All right, and I think this is where we will call it a day on our classes for this weekend. If I have questions, please ask me. Now we've looked at the different types of the project management office. We have the directive, we have the controlling, we have the supportive, and all of this gives us how the framework plays. So a framework can be supportive, can be directive, and can be controlling. Okay. All right. Do I have any question, please? Do we have our assignments ready? Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, Group 5. So each group has 5 minutes for their presentation. And I'm only going to give us 1 minute break. And when we return, we can proceed with our assignment. So let all the group people presenting, let their hands just be up so that if we return, we just go ahead. Okay, now while we are taking the break, all right, welcome back. The attendance link has been shared in the classroom, in the Zoom chat room. Kindly fill in your attendance. And then please, can we have